Welcome to my chefing. My name is Chef Fran, and today we are making turkey masala. Yeah, I know you're used to chicken marsala, right? But June is Turkey Lovers Month, and so we have turkey breast as opposed to chicken breast. And I know sometimes that can be really dry, but we're gonna make it nice and succulent that it won't be dry. And yes, I know this looks like a lot of mushrooms, but as you know, mushroom is one of those things like spinach. It looks like it's a whole volume in your bowl. And as you start to cook it, it shrinks and becomes whap, whap, nothing. So we're also gonna have that accompanied with some asparagus and some mashed potatoes. Sounds like another type of comfort food to me. Marsala, but not with pasta, because that wonderful gravy, you want it like rolling off your pasta. You want it to be like all embedded in that mashed potato. So we're gonna make some homemade mashed potatoes. And the mushroom, has that umami taste, that meaty sensation, although it's not meat. And then the turkey here, I've already seasoned our turkey. So I season it with some Montreal, real simple. A little bit of Himalayan salt, not too much, and some black peppers, some freshly grounded black pepper here, and some fresh Himalayan salt grinded with Montreal chicken seasoning. And I tend to use that for my chicken and my turkey, my poultry type of dishes. Totally delish. And a little bit of parsley on top of it, and basil and Italian seasoning. That's all that's on it. And so we are gonna lightly coat, because we're not, we're really like lightly frying, sauteing kind of our turkey breast. So we're gonna coat it lightly, not like you're dipping it for frying, but more like just kind of braising it a little bit in some flour. And we're gonna add parsley and basil and onion powder and garlic powder to that flour. So you can kind of get the taste on it outside, not just the meat itself. And we have our fresh garlic that I've already sauteed. That's gonna go in our mushroom. And I might actually save a little bit of it and put it in the mashed potatoes. That's what I think I'll do. I'll put a little bit of it in the mashed potatoes and some of it along here with our mushrooms. So we're gonna get into our vitamin content. Turkey breast. Vitamins B3, B6, B12, magnesium, niacin, phosphorus, selenium, and zinc. Mushroom, B1, B2, and niacin. Our Montreal chicken seasoning, which is already, our turkey breast is already seasoned with it. Vitamins A, C, D, calcium, iron, and potassium. Marsala wine, A, C, D, calcium, iron, and potassium. Onions, B6, C, folate, magnesium, potassium. Garlic, B6, C, manganese, and selenium. Garlic powder, B6, C, calcium, iron, magnesium. Onion powder, B, C, calcium, iron, manganese, and potassium. Parsley, A, B, C, K, calcium, iron, and magnesium. Basil, A, C, K, calcium, iron, magnesium, manganese. Flour, folic acid, iron, niacin, riboflavin, and thiamine. Beef broth, B6, thiamine, phosphorus, copper, riboflavin, niacin, potassium. Butter, A, D, E, B12, K2. Evaporated milk, A, D, and calcium. And cream, A, and calcium. Himalayan salt, calcium, iron, magnesium, potassium. Black pepper, A, B1, B2, B5, B6, C, E, and K. Our baby gold potatoes, B1, B3, B6, C, folate, magnesium, potassium. Asparagus, A, C, E, K, calcium, folic acid, iron, potassium, and thiamine. Real facts. 15% of households with children are not confident that they are able to afford enough food for everyone. In fact, it's common for a parent to give up part of their meal. To learn more, you can visit us at jdhcdc.org. Okay, so this is our turkey that I took out all the icky stuff, like the muscles and the tenderloins that can make your meat tough. So this is our turkey breast, since it is turkey month. So we're making turkey marsala as opposed to chicken marsala, which is usually done with chicken breast, but we're using turkey breast. So there's some small pieces because I literally ripped out the tendons and some of the muscles out of it so it wouldn't be tough to eat. Make sure I got every piece. There's a little piece right here still left. See that, guys? So I'm actually going to rip that piece out with my hand because I want when people eat this that it's nice and juicy and tender in their mouth and no strings that they're pulling. So I'll put that right here for now. So, turkey, like I said before, turkey is healthier for you. It has less fat in it. However, it is a lot more drier than your average poultry. And also, it really needs help in kicking up the notch in flavor. It's not usually flavorful by itself, like how chicken could possibly just, if you cook it right, roasted or whatever, or just put some herbs and, salt, whatsoever in it, you get that nice flavor. Not with turkey like that. So I am actually going to use the Montreal chicken seasoning and put it on it, and just some Himalayan salt, not too much of that, and some black pepper, and then I'm just going to refrigerate it overnight. Okay, so I just gave it a little bath in some avocado oil that I just sprayed on it on both sides, and I just rubbed it down, and that's it. And so here we go. So here's our turkey breast. Some of it is already done here and I'm working on it. So here's the process. I take on the breast. I kind of just place it gently in the flour. And I put it right here for now until my pan kind of clears up. So I'll just have them pre-ready. Just kind of like you're dusting it. Because this is not for deep frying, so it's not going to go like an egg or anything, or breadcrumb after a panko. This is it. So this will help thicken your gravy as well, because the flour, kind of give it like a stabilized roux, so to speak. And so these are all like floured up already, and these are cooked, and these are cooking. So once I put these in this bowl that is already cooked, then I'll move those that are not cooked over. And then I will then show you the next step of cooking the mushroom to put it all together. So we've cooked up our mushroom. Get that really dark gravy. We're going to put some Marsala wine in here. So our mushroom is cooked down. So now it's time to place our turkey in here. Actually, move this aside. Let's get our liquids in first. Let's get our Marsala wine. And let's get our broth, our beef broth. Okay. And We're going to stir this up and nestle all of our turkey breast. And we're going to put a lid on it and just allow it to simmer down and get all that wonderful flavor in. Okay, so we're making our mashed potatoes. I've done this for you a couple of times before, but we're going to do it again. I think this is the best way to whip your mashed potatoes. So it's coming out. If you have a paddle attachment, that's the best thing. Okay. I actually sauteed some fresh garlic that I minced up. So we're going to have garlic mash. I'm going to put that in here. And I just sauteed it in just some butter. Let it get a little bit of color. And we're going to add a little bit of our heavy cream. Okay, so now we're going to add our Himalayan salt. I know that seems like a lot, but really it isn't, trust me. And we're going to add our black pepper. Okay. And we're just going to put this down. Got our beautiful turkey marsala, got mashed potatoes, and marsala always has a whole bunch of mushrooms. Made with the marsala wine. The mushrooms are cooked in the marsala wine, so you get all that wonderful gravy. And we just have the garnish of the red bell peppers and a little fried onion toppers and some asparagus. Well, I am excited to look at our beautiful plate. And so we have our asparagus and we have our mashed potatoes with our turkey marsala. And we all know, those who are familiar with marsala and who've made it before, whether it's usually chicken marsala, but since June is turkey month, and it's also tea month. So cheers. You know that the core of it is the marsala wine and mushrooms. And so I am a mushroom, I guess I could say fanatic, but I did not always like mushrooms. Actually, growing up as a kid, I couldn't stand it. I didn't like mushrooms. I didn't like onions. I didn't like garlic. I didn't like thyme. All the goodness that I realize now, I didn't like when I was a kid. Boy, I was missing out some good flavor, wasn't I? So that's the core of it. That brown gravy that you get from the mushroom and then the wine and the beef stock that you put over your mashed potatoes. And we have some baked asparagus. Just coated it in some avocado oil and just a little bit of Himalayan salt and black pepper. Very simple. And baked it. So I guess it's time to taste, and bon appetit. So taste my mash, and I have a piece of my mushroom. You get another piece right here. That mashed potato never fails. It was so creamy and decadent. Thick but creamy. So good. Let me taste my turkey. Wow. So much flavor. So much flavor here. Oh wow, that's so so tender. The cutting was so easy. Wow. So good. Really tender. Turkey, mushroom. Wonderful marriage. And let me taste my mash again. My asparagus. Pretty simple. But, you know, we don't like our food to be jealous of one another. So if you taste one, God tastes the other. So I'm going to be very honest with you guys. I am not personally a huge fan of asparagus. I mean, I like it the most with bacon, of course, because, you know, I like everything with bacon. But in general, I'm not a huge fan of asparagus. It's not something I eat very often, and I'll explain why. Tastes like asparagus. Okay. Nothing special to me, unless it has bacon on it. I'm not a huge fan of asparagus because I find asparagus to be very stringy. So, I could pass on it. But, it was part of the vegetable to go with the dish. So I'm eating it. But we're all about transparency here, right? So I'm just being brutally honest with you. It doesn't taste bad. It tastes totally fine. It's just that me, personally, my preference, not a huge fan of asparagus. Unless it has bacon, like I said. I just find it to be very stringy. So this is totally A1, super good. So, especially like, I could just have a bowl of this mushroom, Marsala by itself with nothing else. And then when you add the mashed potato to it, oh, like heaven. I am loving every bite of this. Every bite. So here's our call to action. Don't forget to click the like button by giving us a virtual hug. When you do that, that lets myself and my team and my crew know that you're enjoying our hard work and what we're putting out for you. We enjoy creating new wheels and reinventing old wheels. Cooking is all about passion, love, and just creativity, from the simplest thing to the oldest thing. You don't have to like stress yourself over what you're doing. As long as you're doing it with love, it'll come out great. It's really a thing of the heart. If you haven't subscribed already, subscribe. What are you waiting for? Subscribe. And don't forget to share. Sharing is most certainly caring. And I believe in sharing. Share this wealth of information of the vitamin things that you're learning, you know, what's good for you to put in your body, what you're lacking, and now what you can have more of, and maybe what you need to decrease in. So definitely share. And also, if you're a person who cares about what's going on in the community, we also share food insecurity information because we have a nonprofit called Joseph Dream House where we help people suffering from food insecurity. So, you know, that could be your neighbor. That could be your colleague. It could be even a family member. So sometimes people are too embarrassed to say what's going on. Sometimes it could be just a mishap that happened, a paycheck that you have to now pay bills from a car repair that now puts you not being able to purchase food for that week. And of course, unfortunately, with all these rising food costs, it doesn't help those already who are literally going from paycheck to survive. So we share food insecurity information as well. And if you're new to this channel, welcome to Ma Chefin', where we greet you with a great big hug. And I thank you for hanging out with me today, eating virtually, but I'd love to see you eat this physically and let me know what you made, how you made it, and if you added something or took something out, that lets me know that, hey, you're enjoying what I'm doing too. So comment below and let me know, hey, that you made this, or you're planning to make it, or even suggestions and ideas if you want me to give it to you. So, because we do answer our comments. I thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I really appreciate it. Come back and hang out with me again. And if you hit that bell notification, you'll know next time we upload a new video. Thank you. Love you guys so much. Bye.